the Ring of Cork travel series. In this episode, we're checking out the Passage West Maritime Museum, we're exploring what Crosshaven has to offer, and we're tasting some seafood delights in Cronin's pub. So we're here at the Passage West Maritime Museum. This tells the story of Passage West, the birthplace of the Irish steamship industry. We're about to head in now and we're going to meet Angela and learn all about it.
The museum, it's love of our history, love of our heritage, love of our community. We decided about 2 years ago, 30 years ago I suppose, my father decided that there needed to be a museum here, and then 2 years ago I came on board. We had our first meeting last January, 12 months, and very lucky people came on board with us, all the community, local schools. We were very, very lucky and had everything done within the year and a half.
It's a real community feel when you come in here, and that's what makes it so special as well. We're going to see a few different key points here today and we're going to learn a little bit. Do you want to fill us in about what we're going to learn here?
We brand ourselves as the birthplace of Ireland's steamship industry. The first steamship to be built in Ireland was actually built in this room here. It was then done by the Hennessy brothers. It was the city of Cork, and I suppose that predeceased all of the cruise ships that are coming into Cork Harbour at the moment. If it wasn't for that, Cork would not be a major port. The ship was built here and the engine was built in England, but people here decided, right, we wanted a fully Irish made ship, and the Waterloo was built here the following year, and that was built here as well by the Hennessy brothers, and the steam engine came from Hive Engineering in Cork. The second thing is Captain Roberts. Some may know that Captain Roberts was the captain of the Sirius, first steamship to cross the Atlantic completely under steam, went to New York, reached there before the Great Britain and everything else, so we're very, very proud of that. I know other places will say, right, it was built in England or Scotland and different things, but we take it the man who sailed it came from here, so we're proud of our local people. His daughter, she had some items below that the family decided that they wanted us to have that belonged to their father. We have a model there, one there, and we have a print of the President, which is one of the ships that Captain Roberts was on. It means that even though he's gone, he's still here, and we're getting here because of the like of him and all those who have come before us.
So the old railway here is turned into a pathway which runs from Blackrock in Cork City all the way to Passage. If you're feeling a bit active, it's the perfect way to explore. So we're here on the Carrigaline to Crosshaven walkway. You can walk all the way into Crosshaven with the water by your side. There's beautiful scenery and wildlife all around, right up until you reach the harbour. So we had a great day exploring Crosshaven, and we're here in Cronin's pub now. When at the seaside, you have to taste the local seafood. So we're going to meet Dennis and Jolene here and see what delicious dishes we're going to be tasting. So we're here in Cronin's pub and the Mad Fish restaurant, and we're here with the Mad Fish himself, Dennis, and Jolene. So firstly, Jolene, do you want to tell me a little bit about Cronin's pub and the history of it?
Cronin's actually opened originally as Kennefick's Hotel. The building itself was built in 1892. Our grandparents, Joe and Denny, bought it in the 70s. So my dad took it over from there. It's still very much a family-run business. We're all here pretty much on a daily basis, and that, in a nutshell, is the history of Cronin's pub. Started as a town hotel, and now look what it's become.
And I hear it's more than just a pub here as well. You do a lot of events and exhibitions.
Obviously got the food and drink side of things, but there's so much more that goes on. It's a little bit like, almost like a community centre, really, to be honest. There's so many different events. We do art exhibitions here, music every week, every Sunday, lots of local musicians. We have a film club here, and there's loads of other things that happen. Like there's even a knitting group. They call themselves the Knit and Natter group. They're a lot of fun.
It's kind of like the hub of Crosshaven, really, the place to be. We have to talk about the famous food here. So you're the Mad Fish himself. Do you want to fill us in a little bit?
I suppose going back to like what Jolene spoke about, the continuation of the business. Really, my mother, Jolene, our mother, started the kitchen, but did a lot of daytime food, and then after I finished my training in both CIT and in Ballymaloe, decided to come back and extend the food. So opening the restaurant at night was a natural thing to do, and just the whole emphasis really on the locality and the seasonal ingredients, but mainly the producers that are on our doorstep in Cork. Everything from, well, these mussels are farmed in Oysterhaven, and the fishing boats here landing on the pier. All our salad leaves are grown locally, so everything is really just there in abundance in Cork. I suppose that's the lucky thing we have. We just try and showcase it really.
You can see it here from, like, you've your mussels here.
I know, I've just been tucking away there because they're too
They're
good.
too good, yeah.
And I was eating
you
there in the
also
corner.
do here.
Well, spiced beef, yeah, so typical Cork dish, spiced beef. That's,
Not just for Christmas.
Well, there you go, that's the famous saying, I suppose. Mr. Durkin in the English market supplies our meat, and this is one of his products that he's selling all year round. And again, spiced beef's not just for Christmas.
I'm looking forward to tucking in here now.
Don't be shy.
So, thanks a million. So we're ending the day with our bellies full of delicious seafood and adventure. Join us next week where we'll be going to Cove for a special episode on the Titanic. We're going to be heading out on the Titanic Trail with Michael Martin and also visiting the Titanic Experience. So, see you then.